Hey everyone, it's Rajiv and welcome back to my channel Rajiv's Reviews. I hope you're all doing safe and have somehow survived this very unfortunate year. I know it's been many months since I posted in my channel, but things have just been so crazy this year with the lockdown and the stress of work and family and just a lot of personal stuff to deal with. You would think that with the lockdown, I would have had more time to actually work on new content on my YouTube channel. But surprisingly, the lockdown time made me more busy because I was busy running errands and finding out alternate way to do things because everything was shut down. I was reading a lot though, because if you follow my Instagram and my blog, then you would have seen that I was actually reviewing a lot of books in the last few months, but because of just the amount of work that I had to deal with, I honestly did not get enough time to record and publish new content in YouTube, which was really unfortunate because I really missed doing this. And hopefully now with this year coming to an end and things kind of stabilize now, I would be in a position to bring out and publish more videos regularly. Having said that, let's move on to my book review for today. And the book that I'm going to be reviewing today is The Cousins by Karen McManus. I'm sure a few of you would have already read some of the author's previous books, such as One of Us is Lying. I have not read any of the author's previous books, so I went into this story with zero expectations because I just did not know what to expect. But this turned out to be a pretty good mystery thriller, which I enjoyed reading a lot. The story revolves around these three people, Millie, Aubrey, and Jonah, who are cousins. One day, they all receive this letter from their grandmother asking them to spend the summer working in her island resort. The interesting part is the cousins have actually never met the grandmother ever because grandmother had disinherited the parents before these three were even born. So these three are wondering why the grandmother has randomly now sent them this letter inviting them to meet her and work at her island resort for the summer. And although they are a bit hesitant to actually go there, their parents convince them to go because the grandmother's estate is worth a lot. So they figured that if the grandchildren can be in her good books, then they might inherit it someday. So Millie, Aubrey, and Jonah decide to go to the island and they meet each other on the way. And the story progresses as to all the family secrets that start coming out. And what's interesting is that the author writes the story in such a nice manner that there are two storylines taking place, one with these three and the other with their parents back in 1996. So the author alternates the chapters between the present and the past timelines, and the story progresses in this very nice manner where towards the end, both of them kind of merge with each other. So when I started reading the story, initially it took me some time to get used to the book because the author introduces so many characters. I mean, there are like 5, 6 characters in the present timeline, and then there are another bunch of characters in the past timeline, and you have to know who is related to who and who is friends with who and how is this person connected to this person. But once the main characters get on the island and I kind of figured out as to how the family tree was connected, the story was very entertaining. The author brings something new in each chapter, and it always ends in a cliffhanger, so you want to turn the page and find out what's happening next. There are quite a lot of twists and turns because most of the characters are not who they appear to be, and as the story continues, you see a lot of family secrets starting to spill out, some of which will actually shock you. There are false identities and incorrect autopsies and incestual relationships and miscarriages and pregnancies and murders and just so much happening in the story, especially once some of the characters start dying and you don't know whether it was due to natural causes or if there was foul play behind it. The story really gets intriguing at that time. And then the author throws in these residents from the island like Hazel and Dr. Baxter and Donald, who all appear to be suspicious. And this is just my personal opinion, but I feel like the incestual stuff actually gave the book an edge because it just seems so controversial and so taboo, but it made the story very exciting to read. But while I really liked everything about the book, I wouldn't say that it was one of those stories where I was at the edge of my seat and I was completely shocked at some of the things that were happening. The author writes a story in a laid back manner where it's not like a cozy mystery novel, but it's not like an edge of your seat gripping thriller either. The author paces the story somewhere in between where it's kind of laid back, but you still want to know what happens next because it is still thrilling. And like I said earlier, that and the only other reason being that initially it took me some time to get into the story because of just connecting all the family members together was a little confusing initially. But apart from that, I really enjoyed the story, and I think it is something that you will enjoy if you like mystery thrillers set in an exotic island with suspicious characters and family secrets. And based on all of this, my final rating of the book would be 4 out of 5 stars. If you enjoyed watching this video and you found this review helpful, then please do hit the like button. Thank you for watching, and again, thank you all for your patience and your really sweet comments and messages asking about my health and safety during my absence over the last few months for the lack of posting in my channel. Again, thank you for watching. Take care, stay safe. Bye bye.